Hi. Sorry. I had to do something. So today is a tutorial about how to change out your handlebars, or just deinstall and install them. I'm not going to be messing with the grips because whenever I take my grips off, I cut them off, and I don't have any grips that I can cut off right now because these are my good ones. And I'm also probably going to be showing you how to, I can take off the brake lever too. No, never mind. That involves taking off the grips. Do that in a later video. Okay, so first, obviously, if you have a number plate on there, take it off. There should be 4 Velcro straps in the back. And Alexa, pause. And excuse my dirty room. So there's the number plate. It should have 4 Velcro straps on the back. It should be able to take off. All right, after that, you're gonna need your Allen wrench. I actually don't know what size this is. All right, mine's a 6mm. Y'all's may or may not be different because all bikes use different ones. So you're going to take 2 turns on either bolt, any bolt, okay? I start with the bottom right one. If you're sitting on your bike facing forward, I start with the bottom right one, all right? And you're going to take 2 turns on that bolt. You're gonna start on this side of the handlebar and you're gonna go all the way to this side, okay? As close as you can get. And then after those 2 turns, you're gonna go from the bottom right to the top left, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna start at the top, as close as you can get to this side of the handlebar. You're going to take 1 turn, and then 2 turn, and then from there you're going to go to across the top right. This is called cross tightening. It makes sure that the bolts are tightened and untightened evenly, and then you're gonna go to the last one, the one you haven't touched yet. You're gonna go 1, 2, por favor, 2. All right. From there, after those are like super loose, you should just be able to stick the long end in there and just undo it from there. You need to keep track of these bolts, obviously, so you can put them back on. In case you didn't know, we're talking about the 4 bolts on the stem. But I'm pretty sure if you're watching my video, you know what you're doing. Scared me. Wait. And you want to do them in the same order that you untightened them. So you're going to start with the bottom right. You're going to go over and basically just that same order. Alright, so make sure you go in that same order so that it doesn't fall off unevenly. These are greasy, so again, just keep track of them. Be careful. Set them preferably not on carpet, because then it's just going to get hair on it. On this last bolt, make sure you're holding on to it, not the bolt, but the stem and the handlebar. Make sure you have both of them secure because it's going to fall off. And from there, you can just take your handlebar off. So this is the top of your stem. And the 4 bolts that go with it. This is your handlebar. This right here, ooh, ew, that's disgusting. Don't touch that. It strips, and whenever it moves when it's not supposed to in these little grips, it like strips the metal. So yeah. All right, that's de-installation. From there, this is your loosening for your. This is the loosening bolt, the one closest to the handlebar on your brake. That's the loosening bolt. To get the brake lever out, you're gonna undo this bolt right here, the one right above that, but on the front side, because there's the back side to it. But on the front side, and then to make it easier or harder to squeeze your brake lever, you're gonna twist this thing, tighten it, or loosen it. I mean, that's how you do that. And to change your grips, what I do, if you want to keep the grips, take an air compressor with a needle or even just an air pump. But an air pump, you're going to need some help because you got to have someone pumping it and then someone pulling. There's a lot of talking. So with the grips, you're going to want to stick an air compressor needle. Loosen the brake, move it away from the grip. You're gonna take an air compressor with the needle. You're gonna stick the needle in there and turn on the air compressor very low, just enough to get some air in there, and then you're just gonna pull your grips off. It should be that easy. If you want, you can fold them inside out, but it's really mean to put them back right side in. It takes a lot of effort. Unless you put it straight on the bike, then it'll work. So from there, putting your handlebars back on, you can do it either way. You can put the brakes on first, brakes on after, grips, same thing. So what you're gonna do is you're going to put it up, and you're gonna make sure it's straight so you can measure this properly, but you want your handlebars straight up and down. Not straight up and down, but also not way back here or anywhere back here either. You want them like basically straight up, and then you need to make sure that you see this this colored spot. You're gonna make sure that lines up perfectly with the stem. All right, so at first, like honestly, you can lean it, like you remember when it fell earlier, just lean it like that and have it sitting in there, and then just hold it, and then put your stem back on, and then put all 4 bolts in order, and you're gonna put them, just put them in order, and you're gonna tighten them just a little bit to make sure that the handlebars don't like fall out. So it doesn't matter what order you put them in, as long as it's in the order, yeah, that order. You need to go cross tightening. So just screw all the little bolts in at the same time. Depending on your bike, you may have a front or back of the stem. Make sure you're putting it in properly. And I'll show you what to do. It doesn't really matter how many times you twist these at first, because we're gonna go and undo them in just a minute. All right, now that that's in and the handlebar is secure, you're going to basically undo the bolts until they are completely out of the hole, I guess. Like, they need to be completely out. Make sure your handlebars are straight in there. So you're gonna undo the bolts until you see that it has come out of the hole, until you can pull it up and down. Then you're going to start at 180. You're gonna go all the way across to 180. You're gonna do that one more time. That's 2 turns, that's a full 360. All right, then you're gonna go across. You're gonna undo this entire bolt completely. Make sure it's undone to where you can pull it. You're gonna start at the end. You're gonna go 1, 2, that's 2 180s. Completely undo it. If you're more experienced, you don't have to watch me do all this. This is just for the younger people, 1, 2, because sometimes they can get confused. So I'm just doing this like super slow, I guess. So 1, 2. All right, now that you've done that, you're just gonna repeat it. 1, 2, go to the other one, 1, 2, go across, 1, 2, down, 1, 2. And this is the part where you're gonna start aligning the handlebars up a little bit. Make sure it's in the light spot. You remember the discoloration thing that I said? Make sure that's perfectly aligned with the frame for now. You're gonna go 1, 2. 1, 2. That's not the right way. 1, 2. 1, 2. Make sure you're cross tightening them, guys, because that will not be good if you case a jump or put pressure on your handlebars, because that'll just, it's because the stem is on a circular basis. So the inside of the stem is curved, right? It looks like that. So when it's sitting, it can go like that or that. But you want it to be flat. You want the outsides to be flat on it. So you need to make sure that that outside is flat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, now is when the handlebars are actually gonna start getting tightened. So they don't need to be in perfect position right now. 1, pull it out. 2, pull it out. Oh, do that again on the other one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, now make sure it's really in line for this one because we're gonna do 4 on this one. So you're just gonna hold it right there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's really gonna bring down that handle or that stem a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now it's actually still pretty loose. Haven't done this in a long time. All right, so just keep on going by 4s, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just had an idea. 180s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't seem right. 1, wait. 1, there it goes. 2, 3, 4. All right, now your handlebars should barely be moving. I'm talking like barely. This is where you want to really get it aligned. Make sure it's really in there, right. All right, then you're going to tighten it. Make sure it looks even before you keep going here on this up. Make sure all of the bolts are sticking out evenly. That's one way to tell too. If one isn't, stick it in more. Alright, now is where you're really going to start wrenching down on this thing. Don't tighten it too much, guys. That'll really mess it up. Like, really. Like, you'll hear the cracking in the bolts. I've accidentally done it on this bike too. Like, it, yeah. Tighten these enough, but not too much because it will mess them up. And then one day you're gonna put too much pressure on it and it's just gonna crack. So now you're gonna try and stand up on your bike, get into a spot where you can put your bike in a corner and kind of just make sure it feels right. That feels right. Make sure, get in your gate position and see if that works. Yeah, okay. I don't have shoes on, that's why my gate looked really weird just now. All right, and then you're just gonna throw your number plate back on. Make sure your bolts are all good, looking good, and then you're ready to go. So that was how to put your handlebars on and off without, or with the grips and the brakes on. I'm not taking them off for this, so. One day, whenever I'm changing my grips in the next few months, because I'm gonna get some OD grips, I'll definitely do a tutorial. Until then though, yeah, I guess I'll see y'all later. So yeah, that was my tutorial on how to put your handlebars on and off, and yep, I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go follow my Instagram, both of them. not giving y'all my spam because no, that's definitely only for friends. And go follow 316 Racing right here. Oh, my hair. 316 Racing. It's just 316 Racing. Go follow them. Aztec Fire Safety. Havoc Racing. Fly Racing. We got DK Bicycles. It's definitely my main sponsor because that's my bike. DK and Aztec are our main sponsors. Peep one of these. These are actually pretty cheap. Go grab one of these for you. It's dkbicycles.com. www.dkbicycles.com. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. So I just totally realized that I promised y'all that I would show you how to tighten and untighten the brake lever. It's not that hard, but I mean, what can it hurt? I'm just gonna do it real quick. It'll be a 30-second segment. You can stop watching now if you want. It's just a quick segment with some tips on how to do it properly. So here we go. Okay, guys, so this one I'm going to do in the point of view. So it's going to be this bolt back here. That's not the right size, but it's going to be this bolt back here, okay? So here's your grip with your brake lever, everything. Here's the setup. And right here, you're going to go in right there, that first bolt right here, okay? So we're going to find our size on the Allen wrench. This is really hard doing this in one hand. I wish I wouldn't have done this in point of view. Okay, so, nope. Right size. Wrong size, sorry. This is probably it. I have a feeling this is it. I have a feeling. Excuse my dirty room, sorry. This is really kind of irritating. There we go, okay. That's the right size, so you're gonna basically just untighten it. Whichever way that is. Holy cow, that's tight. Anyways, that's how you untighten it. I'm not going to do that right now, so I will see y'all later for the real this time. Have a good day.